Did you know that in Hollywood, where youth and glamour reign supreme, aging can often feel like the end of the line? But what really happens when the spotlight starts to fade? Hollywood has always been a place where stars shine the brightest, but for many, the industry's obsession with youth and beauty can turn fame into an uphill battle as they age. In this video, we'll uncover the struggles of aging actors in Tinseltown, exploring their challenges, from losing leading roles to battling the pressure to stay relevant. It's a story of resilience, heartbreak, and the relentless pursuit of legacy in an industry that often forgets its brightest stars. The youth-driven nature of Hollywood. Hollywood has always been a place where youth is celebrated, and this culture impacts more than just the movies. It shapes the careers of actors in ways many don't realize. The demand for young, fresh faces in leading roles is constant. It's no surprise that in a town obsessed with trends and beauty, aging can feel like a ticket to obscurity. For decades, Hollywood has thrived on its obsession with youth. From the early days of cinema to today, young actors are often pushed to the forefront, while seasoned veterans take a back seat. We see this in how the media covers rising stars. New talent is constantly sought after, while aging actors are often relegated to supporting roles if they're lucky. The industry's youth-centric focus doesn't just impact actors' career trajectories, it changes the way they are seen by both audiences and producers. As stars get older, they often find fewer roles that challenge them or allow them to showcase the depth they've gained over the years. They're often pushed into roles that focus on their age, playing parents or grandparents, for example. These roles are valid, but they often don't show the full extent of an actor's talent or range. But why does Hollywood continue to favor youth over experience? How can the industry overlook the wisdom and craft that comes with age? This double standard often leads to frustrating battles for older actors who still have the passion and skill to compete with their younger counterparts. And this isn't just a recent trend. It's been a part of Hollywood's DNA for decades. Typecasting and limited roles. As actors age, one of their biggest challenges is being pigeonholed into specific roles that don't truly reflect their range. This is called typecasting, and it can be a career killer. In Hollywood, once an actor is associated with a particular type of character, it becomes increasingly difficult to break free and pursue more diverse roles. Aging actors often find themselves stuck playing the same roles over and over, roles that are stereotypically assigned to older characters, like the wise old mentor, the frail grandparent, or the grumpy aging villain. While these roles might be well written, they rarely allow actors to stretch their creative muscles or take on more complex, varied characters. In fact, as actors age, they are often limited to fewer opportunities, leaving them to either accept these repetitive roles or risk fading further into obscurity. Take, for example, some of Hollywood's biggest stars who have had to deal with this reality. Think of actors like Michael Caine or Jane Fonda, legends in their own right. Yet, for years, both of them found themselves stuck playing roles that didn't do justice to their true potential. Michael Caine often got cast in roles that reflected his age, even when he had the talent to play younger, more dynamic characters. Jane Fonda, after her iconic roles in her youth, faced an uphill battle in finding substantial roles that didn't limit her to being the elderly wise woman. This typecasting can be incredibly frustrating. An actor who once commanded the screen with charisma and versatility is now seen as just a part of a pattern, a predictable, safe choice. The truth is that many aging actors are still capable of delivering powerful performances, but they are rarely offered the chance to showcase them. So why does this happen? Why is the industry so quick to push older actors into boxes, and why are these actors not given the freedom to break out of them? The unfortunate reality is that Hollywood is risk-averse. Producers and directors often feel safer casting someone in a role they've played before, even if the actor is capable of much more. It's easier to cast someone in a familiar role than to take a chance on an older actor stretching their abilities. The role of beauty standards. In Hollywood, the pressure to look young and flawless is overwhelming. Aging actors, especially women, face an additional battle against the impossible beauty standards that are often associated with the industry. As time passes, these actors are not only dealing with the natural changes in their appearance, but are also confronted with an industry that often values looks over talent, making their careers even harder to maintain. From the very beginning of their careers, many actors are expected to uphold a certain standard of beauty. As they age, the pressure intensifies. For women, the fear of losing leading roles to younger actresses can often lead to personal choices that prioritize maintaining youthful appearances, whether it's through plastic surgery, Botox, or other forms of cosmetic enhancement. While some actors choose these options, it's clear that the expectation of perfection can be damaging, not only physically but emotionally. Men, too, are affected by Hollywood's obsession with maintaining youth. While there might be more leniency compared to female actors, the shift towards more youthful and toned looks is becoming an increasing pressure for everyone in the industry. The days of graying hair and aging skin being worn as badges of honor are fading, replaced by an industry that favors the younger, smoother look. Take the example of an actor like Julia Roberts, who, despite being a box office sensation for years, faced increasing challenges as she aged. Once seen as America's sweetheart, she found herself struggling with roles as the industry increasingly sought out younger actresses. Similarly, actors like Harrison Ford or Tom Cruise, known for their action-packed roles, have had to deal with the pressure of maintaining the appearance of a younger man as they continue to take on leading roles in action films. Financial challenges. While it might seem like all actors are swimming in wealth, the financial reality for aging stars is often much more complicated. As their careers slow down, many actors find themselves facing financial struggles, despite having once enjoyed the high-paying roles and the perks of fame. The misconception that all famous actors are financially secure can be misleading. When they were at the peak of their careers, many actors made lucrative deals, lived in luxury, and accumulated wealth. However, this lifestyle often came with its challenges. High expenses, living beyond their means, or even poor financial decisions can leave actors struggling when roles become fewer and farther between. Moreover, as aging actors find themselves limited to fewer roles or lower-paying parts, the income they once relied on starts to dwindle. This situation is especially tough for actors who didn't plan for the inevitable changes that come with aging in Hollywood. When the big movie offers stop coming in, actors often have to find other ways to generate income, which could involve branching into producing, directing, or teaching, things that may not always provide the same financial return as starring in a blockbuster film. Take the case of actors like Nicolas Cage, whose financial troubles became public despite his fame. After a series of bad investments and lavish spending, Cage faced severe financial difficulties, even though he was one of Hollywood's top stars just a decade earlier. Similarly, Burt Reynolds, who was once among the highest-paid actors in the industry, faced financial struggles in his later years, partly due to a lack of major roles and the rising costs of maintaining his lifestyle. But why are these financial difficulties often overlooked when we talk about aging stars? Does Hollywood not provide adequate support to these individuals who helped build the entertainment empire we know today? And what happens when the money runs out, but the passion for acting still burns? Transitioning to new roles behind the camera. As aging actors face the limitations of fewer roles in front of the camera, many look to reinvent themselves behind the scenes, transitioning to roles as directors, producers, or even mentors. This shift offers a new avenue to remain relevant in the industry while still leveraging their years of experience and knowledge. For many actors, stepping behind the camera is not just a way to stay involved in the film industry, it's a chance to take control of their careers. Instead of waiting for roles to come their way, aging actors can create their opportunities by producing or directing projects that reflect their artistic vision and experience. In doing so, they are not just seen as aging stars. They become respected figures who shape the direction of films, guiding younger talent and pushing boundaries. Some of the most notable examples include Clint Eastwood, who transitioned from an iconic actor to a successful director, winning multiple Academy Awards. Ron Howard, who made a similar shift from child star to respected director, is another example of an actor who successfully reinvented himself behind the camera. These actors prove that it's possible to thrive in Hollywood at any age, as long as one is willing to take on new challenges and shift focus. However, not all actors have the same success when they attempt to make this transition. While some excel, others struggle to make their mark behind the scenes. The journey from actor to director or producer isn't always smooth, and it requires a different set of skills. For those who've spent their careers in front of the camera, adjusting to life behind it can be challenging, and not everyone has the same opportunities. So, what happens when an aging actor fails to transition into these new roles? Can they maintain relevance in the industry, or do they fade into obscurity when their acting careers slow down? And for those who do succeed in this transition, is it a temporary solution or a permanent shift in their identity within Hollywood? Struggles with relevance in the digital era. The rise of social media and streaming platforms has dramatically changed the entertainment landscape, creating a new set of challenges for aging actors. In an era where viral moments, social media presence, and constant digital engagement are key to maintaining relevance, many aging actors struggle to keep up with younger stars who are more attuned to these new platforms. Streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime have revolutionized how content is consumed, but they've also shifted the focus toward younger audiences. These platforms often cater to trends and the latest viral content, leaving little room for the established stars of previous generations. While aging actors may still have devoted fans, their ability to stay in the public eye is increasingly threatened by a younger, more internet-savvy generation that dominates both the box office and digital platforms. Social media, too, has become an essential tool for staying relevant in the industry. Actors today are expected to be active on platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, constantly engaging with fans, promoting their work, and building their brands. But for older actors who didn't grow up with these technologies, the pressure to stay connected to the digital world can be overwhelming. Navigating the fast-paced nature of online culture requires a different skill set, and many aging stars struggle to keep up. Consider the case of Kevin Spacey, who, despite being a seasoned actor, found his career disrupted not only by personal controversies, but also by the fact that the industry was quickly shifting to focus on younger, more social media-driven stars. On the other hand, actors like Tom Hanks have managed to maintain relevance by adapting to these changes, embracing social media, and keeping a consistent presence in film and television. Mental health and personal struggles. Behind the scenes of Hollywood's glamorous world lies a harsh reality that aging actors often face: mental health struggles. As they navigate the challenges of aging in an industry that prizes youth, many actors experience feelings of loneliness, anxiety, and depression. The pressure to remain relevant, coupled with the fear of fading into obscurity, can take a heavy toll on mental well-being. The loss of public recognition, fewer roles, and the shift in how they're perceived can contribute to a sense of loss and identity crisis. Actors who were once beloved stars may find themselves questioning their worth, their place in the industry, and their future. This can lead to self-doubt and even deep depression, especially if they feel like they are no longer in control of their careers. Consider actors like Robin Williams or Heath Ledger, whose personal battles and struggles with mental health were publicly known. Both stars, despite their immense talent and success, faced dark periods of depression and isolation, and their stories have brought attention to the emotional toll the entertainment industry can have on those who are constantly in the spotlight. For aging actors, the reality is that the spotlight doesn't just shine on their successes, it magnifies their struggles as well. The constant fear of being forgotten, of losing relevance, or of facing ridicule for aging can make it even harder to maintain a healthy mindset. Moreover, Hollywood's culture of perfection only worsens these mental health challenges. The expectation to look young, fresh, and flawless can feed into anxiety and body image issues, which often go unnoticed by the public. The emotional toll of trying to meet these impossible standards can be overwhelming, leading many aging stars to seek therapy or retreat from public life altogether. So, how can aging actors cope with these pressures? How can the industry evolve to support them, providing not only career opportunities but mental health resources as well? Can the public shift their perception of aging in Hollywood and embrace the full humanity of these actors? Or will the focus remain solely on the surface? What do you think? How can we support aging actors and ensure they get the recognition they deserve? Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more on this evolving conversation. Let's keep pushing for change, one story at a time.